time the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in charity.
We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football. Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Jones is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
One back in the game, that's Jones, second and goal. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Now there was a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's...
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 6. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll look to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Touchdown Broncos. Pat Freiermuth, 43 yards. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ronald Jones, 53 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got it to Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
From the 45 on second down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
2nd and 2. His throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Yards on the return that time, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. From the 41, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Daniel Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Pioneer! 70 Ranger! Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams. They don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Check mash, check mash.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. When we clip out the box score, nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Up the middle, Jones. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun again, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. It's caught on the right side. Williams. He's got room past the 30 and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They go play fake. Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll set up a throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Big Lion.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Cooper Kupp,
36 yards.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Cougar 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And now here is another interception.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick.
There he goes right side. 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. It doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the first. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much bigger.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So the turnover first, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but
They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Kupp.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes going to throw it here. Now that'll be caught by Kupp.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it's Mahomes again.
Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Corner blitz got home there. Pat Surtain, the one that dropped him. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Kansas City, They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop down to 1-2.